I'm going to tell you step by step how you're going to start your lash business. This is year 2025. We're in, July? It's going to be August. If you have not stood on any business when it comes down to any dreams, any goals, anything you want to do, please watch this video, and I hope this video will give you a peace of mind and allow you to be able to start your lash business quicker now that you know exactly what you need to do. Okay? Period. Hey YouTubers, welcome back. It's the one and only Amber Mercedes, and I am back with another video. If you're a transcriber, hey, if not, go ahead, click the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, because if you're not keeping up with Amber Mercedes, you'll keep up with them, period, okay? So by the title of this video, we're gonna jump right into it. I'm gonna tell you step by step how you're gonna start your lash business. This is year 2025. We're in July? It's gonna be August. If you have not stood on any business when it comes down to any dreams, any goals, anything you want to do, please watch this video, and I hope this video will give you a peace of mind and allow you to be able to start your lash business quicker now that you know exactly what you need to do. Okay? Period. So my name is Amber Mercedes. I am the CEO of Lash by Mercedes LLC. Okay, I am a serial entrepreneur. I have a lip gloss business. I am currently relaunching and restocking my lip gloss and lash business. I'm going to change my name very, very soon. But I've been an entrepreneur for 6 years. I gotta do the counting in my head, y'all, but ever since 2019, and really ever since 2018, because 2018 is when I had the idea, I was doing and putting in all the work, and then 2019 is when I actually launched, okay? So all these years, I've just been learning so many things. I am basically a self-taught entrepreneur. When I started my lash business, it wasn't really nothing around that was of substance that was able to help me get to the point that I am to this day. So I want to provide a way for you all to, just learn from my mistakes, learn what I feel like is very, very important when starting a lash business. So we just gonna hop right into it. I have a bunch of notes right here, so if I keep looking at my phone, it's because I want to keep up with what I'm saying. So let's get into it. First things first, of course, is the easy stuff. This is the name and the logo. The name and the logo is going to be super duper important. You want your logo to be nice, crispy, and clean. All of that, them portraits and stuff like that, we're going to leave that in the past. You want a nice, clean, cute look. Something simple, something that gives classy, professional. It can also be unique. Like, it doesn't have to be boring. You can add your touch to it. But when it comes down to like words that you can't barely see, like big box letters, when it comes down to the portrait, it's just a little bit too much, and that can kind of turn people away. I know it may sound crazy, but trust me, I know what I know. It can turn people away because they feel like you just have too much stuff going on. So picking a nice name and a nice logo is going to be super duper important, because that is going to be the start of your creation, basically. So there's 2 different ways that you can do this. Well, 3 different ways you can do this. You can do it by yourself, meaning that you can just create your own logo using the app Canva, okay? It's a purple app. It's really a website, but you can download it on your phone too. So that's why I keep saying app. But either way it goes, you can go on the website, www.canva.com. There is a free version. I recommend just paying for the pro account. The pro account is $15 a month, because honestly, if you're going to be an entrepreneur, you're going to be utilizing this website a lot anyways. So I will go ahead and just get a subscription with them. So boom, once you get on Canva's website, you can just search lash logo, or you could search logo, or you could search cosmetic logo, and it'll come up with a bunch of different logos that you can choose from, and then a bunch of different templates that you can choose from. And then from there, you'll just click the design that is most appealing to your eye, and then you'll customize it how you want. So you can change the color scheme, you can make it pink, blue, orange, whatever your color scheme is, you can go ahead and do that, okay? So that's one way to do it. The second way you can do it is through Etsy. Etsy is the orange app. Everybody know what Etsy is. They've been around for a very long time. All you have to do is in the search area, you just put Lash logo, or you could just put logo, and a bunch of different artists will pop up and they'll work. And then whichever one, once again, that you feel like hits home for you, something that you can see on lash strips, somewhere you can see plaster, anywhere, whatever resides with your heart, resides in your heart, go ahead and choose that one. And there's a little area in the notes where you can customize them and tell basically the designer exactly how you want it. And then the third way is if you go ahead and do a search on like TikTok and just do logo designer, graphic designer. You do a search, and from there it's going to be a bunch of different designers that pop up. You pick the one that you're most confident in, whose work you like the best, and then go on their website, see how much they charge, and boom. So those are 3 different ways that you can get your logo started. Now when it comes down to your name, it really doesn't matter what the name, as long as it's not something like insane, like too long. Like your name shouldn't be, for example, Molly Bossed Up Lash Extensions and Cosmetics brand. That's just too long. You know what I'm saying? It should just be Molly's Cosmetics. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that when it comes down to names. But other than that, you always want to, in the long term, file a LLC, okay? So when I first started my lash business, no, I did not have an LLC, okay? I wanted to see if selling lashes was something I really wanted to do. But after a couple of months, I'm like, okay, I really want to do this, and I went ahead and invested into my LLC, which was $250 for expedited, $150 if you just want to get it normal rate. I forgot why I needed it expedited. I needed mine expedited. I think I was trying to get something, but I just needed my ass expedited, so I just paid for it to be expedited. But you can look up on your state site. I could put the link to the state site for Illinois. You can look at the state site. Make sure that your name is not taken, you guys, okay? I cannot tell you how much I tweaked when I waited so long to file my LLC. Thank God my name was still available, but I was already like on YouTube pretty heavy. I kept saying my name over and over again. Anybody could have just went on the site and, you know, filed. So I'm very thankful that nobody did. That's what happened with the, what was that girl who made that very demure. Somebody ended up, I think, what is it called? Trademarking her demure like little slang. So people are shiesty. So I just say get the LLC over with, get it done. If you know it's something that you want to do, if you know being an entrepreneur is something you really want to do, just get it done and get it out the way. So then you don't have to run into those issues later down the line, and then here you are so confident in a name that's already taken. Okay, so make sure you are looking for those things, keeping up with those things, so you can go ahead and file for your LLC. Okay, right. Next is, of course, color scheme. This is not really next. This goes and ties into your name and logo. Of course, you want the color scheme to all match. It has to match, because if it's just too many colors going on, once again, you'll turn the customer off, because it's just overstimulating to see your brand name be pink, yellow, orange, and green. It's just too much going on. Just pick you 3 solid colors, one of them being white or black, and just go with it. Or just do 2 solid colors, or make it all one color. Just the least amount of colors, the better. So I'm gonna just stick to that, okay? Next is vendors, okay? So it's a couple of ways you can go about getting you some vendors, okay? So first is what people know the most is the app Alibaba. Alibaba is a orange app that you can download on your phone, on your Android. You can even put the website type it up on your website, and basically from there you just go to the search bar, you search lash vendors. A bunch of lash vendors will pop up. Make sure that you are clicking the vendors that say verified, okay? Do not trust the vendors who does not have that blue check mark. And there's a way that you can filter it where you can only see verified vendors, okay? So that's one way to do it, and I teach you how to contact these vendors step by step on with my lash success and vendor guide. I will make sure that I put that in my description box below, my lash success and vendor guide, so you can go ahead and learn how to directly communicate with these vendors. Second is me, utilizing me, okay? There's two ways to go about this. I'm still a lash vendor. I still have Lash Wholesale available for purchase. I will also put the link to that in my description box below. I have a bunch of different styles ranging from ranging down to 10 mm all the way to 25 mm. I have color, I have glitter, I have natural, wispy, medium lip, dramatic. I do have clusters. That's a different price. I do offer free lash box options as well, okay? We can do custom packaging. Custom packaging will be sent to you via PayPal on an invoice because it just depends on what type of box you want. It depends on how many you want, and it just depends on what you're looking for. That's how we go about charging for custom boxes. But yes, I do offer Lash Wholesale. I do have Lash Fully Wholesale available. I have Lash Glue Wholesale available. Anything you need to start your lash business, I have available. I will put a link to all of my wholesales in my description box, okay? And then last but not least, you could just steal my vendor. If you're somebody who doesn't want to go through me, you want to actually contact my exact vendors yourself. I do have my lash vendors available in my Lash Success and Vendor Guide, okay? You have access to my direct vendors, the same vendors that I use for my business, with this Lash Success and Vendor Guide. So that will also, once again, be in my description box below. You don't want to miss out on this guide. This guide teaches you exactly how to start your business from start to finish. I give you my exact vendor so you don't have to waste a bunch of time scrolling all up and down Alibaba. You don't have to be worried about being scammed. You don't have to worry about the quality is going to be good or not, because you guys see my lashes. You see the quality of my lashes, so you know that you have a vendor that you're confident in. By the way, these are the lashes in the Lash Pack style ML73. These lash packs are also available for Lash Wholesale, okay? So those are 3 different ways that you can find a vendor to start your lash business today. And of course, you always want to start small and then grow. People always ask me how many pairs of lashes do they think they should get starting off. I say 20 pairs and up. If you're somebody who's really nervous about it, 10 pairs and then grow. For my first order, I will go ahead and get 25 pairs maybe. And then from there, I might up it to 40, 50 pairs. And then I may up it to 100. It just depends on the value of my customers, okay? But that's just me. You can do it how you want to. But I think 20 is a pretty good number to start with, okay? So that's how you'll go about finding your vendor and securing your samples to make sure that you can just get your lash business started, okay? So coming in strong, next is... Also, here's a nice little gem for you. Download the app WhatsApp, because that's going to be the best way for you to communicate with the vendors, okay? So WhatsApp is like your regular text message where you can text your friends or call your friends. WhatsApp is literally the exact same, okay? But it's an app that's available for you to communicate directly to the vendors in China. So download that app. I teach you how to contact those vendors step by step using WhatsApp in my Lash Success and Vendor Guide as well. And then also sometimes when you're using the Alibaba app to contact and message these vendors, sometimes certain words are censored. So you think that you sent a message to a vendor and they just never got it because Alibaba blocked the message. So that's another gem for y'all. I'm always giving out gems. All right, so next is, I think this is an important aspect of starting a lash business because a lot of people don't know. I gave you all a couple of apps that I use on my website that I feel like will be very beneficial. But we're going to incorporate this one with having a website, okay? It's 2025. We're not doing DMs to purchase no more. That is so old. People was doing that back in 2018, 2017, 2016, okay? It's 2025. It's too many scams going on. Invest your money and use it into your business in the right way. Just get a website. You can go on Shopify and get a website, or Wix. I don't know much about Wix, but I know a lot about Shopify because that is my e-commerce platform, okay? So download Shopify, open up your Shopify on your laptop, Get the membership started. I don't know what the price is now. I remember back then when I opened up my store, I had got it for $1.99 per month for about 6 months. And then after that, they charging me, I think, $15 a month or maybe $30 a month. I'm not really sure. Don't quote me on it. But, you know, they just have different deals, different months. So if you get lucky, you may not have to pay that much. You may get to have a free trial. Whatever the case is, I recommend Shopify. And with the Shopify, I recommend that you get these apps. And you can also get these apps on your phone, okay? So number one is, of course, you can't get this on your, well, you can get CapCut on your laptop, but CapCut is going to be where you edit all of your content, okay? Next is ChatGPT. You're going to utilize ChatGPT, which is an AI-centered system that can help you with captions. It can help you with ideas, but most importantly, I use it for captions because I like to plan and schedule all my content out for the rest of the week. I'm a very busy woman, like I've always stated, so I like to have my content nice and ready to be posted at specific times every day. I post every day at 12 p.m., at 2:30, and at 5:30 p.m. So I like to have my captions lined up days and days and days ahead, so then I won't be flustering trying to figure out what I'm going to post, okay? So you need ChatGPT, you need CapCut. I like this app on Shopify called Show Recent Orders, because if I were to have a certain cart and I want to come back to that cart and I didn't want the cart to leave, it can still save my cart, and it can switch. I think it can stay on the same IP address and everything. So I think that's very, very easy for potential customers, because nobody wants to add a bunch of stuff to their cart and then turn around and then have an empty cart an hour later. So I feel like that is a very, very resourceful, good app to have on your store. I have the app called Privy. I think it's pronounced Privy. Privy is where you'll have your SMS alerts, you'll have your email broadcasting, all of those good things. I like Privy. 10 out of 10 recommend. I think you should get that. And then for like my digital products, like my Lash Sex and Vendor Guide, I have a app called Easy Downloads. It's blue. This can just help basically with the information of the actual digital product. This app basically ensures and makes sure that the digital product gets delivered to the actual customer. Last but not least, no, I got some more. I think I have some more. But Bundler. It's called Bundler. I love this app. This app is the app that you need when people are trying to double up. When you're trying to double up and make people buy more quantity of items for like a discount, this is the perfect app. Like when you go on a certain like guide or certain ebook of mine, in the corner it says you can bundle up and save money, and then it adds like 2 extra products from my store, and then you'll get it like 20% off on each product, and people buy it because it's a deal. So I feel like that is a very, very, very good app to have. A lot of people don't talk about this, but y'all know Amber Mercedes not gonna gatekeep, period. All right, so after that, the social media apps that you need: Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, period, okay? People be sleep on Pinterest. Y'all, I be getting a lot of orders from Pinterest. I post on Pinterest every single day because I connect my Instagram and my Pinterest account together. So everything I post on Instagram gets posted on Pinterest. And I'm at about 80,000 plus views monthly on my Pinterest. And I'm at about 60,000 monthly views on my Instagram. I'm going to insert the proof in the pudding here, because this is how you know that what I'm talking about is not BS, okay? I know what I'm talking about, okay? I've been doing this for a while. I know exactly what my audience wants to see, and this is why I help other entrepreneurs so they can get to a point where they're turning their daily profile views, their daily engagement into actual coins, okay? You need those apps. All right, and then I also say YouTube if you want to film. As an entrepreneur, you don't have to have a YouTube, but I'm going wherever the money's at, okay? You can get paid from YouTube, so it's like, why not have a YouTube? And then that's another way for you to reach a whole different audience. Like YouTube is a whole different type of audience. Like my YouTube is so different. My subbies on my YouTube is so different from my followers on Instagram, and they're so different from my followers on Facebook, and they're so different from my followers on Pinterest. Like YouTube is just such a gold mine, like, that people sleep on. This is what I just call old money and old gems. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if you are an entrepreneur, you definitely should think about having a YouTube, but you don't necessarily need it. But hey, I'm just telling y'all what I know, okay? And then I'm going to tell you a couple of things that I feel like you need when you're starting off for your business. You need a ring light, point blank, period. You can get a ring light from Amazon. I'm going to put my Amazon storefront in my description box below so you can see all the things that I get, because all the things that I'm going to talk about is going to be in my Amazon store, okay? You need 8x10 bubble mailers. This is to ship out lashes. It is the perfect size to ship out lashes when people have at least 3 to 4 pairs. If they have more than 4 pairs, I will go a little bit more to, I think it is the 8x5, 12.5. I think it's 8x12.5. Get that one. And then, of course, if you want to print out like business cards, thank you cards, you can go on uprinting.com, or you can go on vistaprint.com, or you can get them printed through Canva, okay? I also offer business and thank you card, but they're custom like templates, meaning that exactly how you see them look on the website when you go click my link is exactly how yours will look, but it will just be all of your information. So I don't do fully blank customized business and thank you cards. No, all I do is change my name to yours. Whatever your color scheme is, I change that. And then whatever your information on your social media platforms, I change that, and that's it, okay? That it is available to you. I will put that in my description box below. You need tape, a box cutter, gloves. You need cute storage organizer to store your lashes. Like I said, all of this will be in my Amazon storefront. You need a label printer with label printing paper. So this is the one I use. It's a little dusty because I haven't sold physical products in a while. I'm only selling digital products. I'm in my teaching bag. I'm in my helping people bag. So yes, but this is the one I have. It is available on my Amazon storefront. And then the roll of what I put in there to print out my labels is also available in my Amazon storefront. You need those things to ship out your order, okay? You need these bags. I love these bags. These are also in my Amazon storefront. They are really, really big, and they're really, really helpful when it's time to go to the post office. You know, when you're having all your orders and you want to go to the post office. Very, very big, okay? You need those bags. They come in 3s. You need them. And then, of course, you can get lash spoolies. I do have lash spoolie wholesales. And that is about it, okay? You need little cute fixtures, like maybe a cute little small 4x6 rugs, whatever your main color is, because when you take your content, you want to make sure that your pictures are nice and crisp, that your background is nice and pleasing to the eye. There's no distractions. People want to be focused just on the lashes, okay? So I also have these little faces. Where are they? Like these. These are available on my Amazon storefront. I market these a lot with my lashes because this just looks so, I don't know, it's just so pretty. And then when I put the lashes on to do their eyebrows really nice, it just gives what it needs to give. And it makes people want to purchase, okay? So that's all I have for now. Everything that I talked about will all be in my description box below. I hope you guys get this video up. Make sure you share this to the person you want to see win, who you want to see start a lash business. If you got a friend that you know have been talking about being an entrepreneur, they don't know what they want to sell, hey, send them this video. I don't know where this video can go. All I can do is plant seeds. But anyways, if you're not following me, or if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Mwah.